low post, mid post, high post. Welcome to Post Game Sports. So, earlier this week, Lakers owner Jeannie Buss was under some fire from comments she made. I'm not going to get into those comments, but there's one thing I do want to talk about. She mentioned that Kobe, the late great Kobe Bean Bryant, was the greatest Laker of all time. And I think that's 100% facts. And let me tell you why. I'm going to tell you why Kobe Bryant is the greatest Laker of all time. Let me cook on this. Can I cook on this? If I can cook on this, hit that like button. I mean, starting from the beginning, Kobe Bryant was drafted out of high school, a 6'6" lanky shooting guard who, after seeing his workout, Jerry West, who's probably the greatest GM of all time in basketball, said that Kobe Bryant's workout was the greatest workout that he had ever seen before. This is all facts. Let's get into Kobe's game. I mean, let's start at the post, which is a lost art. Not many players use the post like they used to. But post game, I mean, just like post game sports, he had the low post, he had mid post, and he had high post. Okay? Great ball handling skills. Kobe could handle the rock. That's a fact. He can drive to the basket and finish with both hands. He can pull up from anywhere. He can get hot from three-point land. As a matter of fact, Kobe had the record, the NBA record for most three-pointers made in a game until years later, Steph Curry came and broke it with 13. Okay? I mean, amazing footwork. That's something a lot of you fake ass basketball fans don't understand, or casual ass basketball fans don't understand, is the footwork. Like not everyone has great footwork, and Kobe had awesome footwork, high basketball IQ, the dedication to the game, the clutch gene. Kobe had all that, and he was a great in-game dunker. And not just, I mean, you got to think back then, there were a lot of 7-footers waiting at the basket for players like Kobe Bryant. I mean, can you remember the posters he made on Emeka Okafor, Ben Wallace, Yao Ming, Dwight Howard, so many more. Just an awesome in-game dunker. Probably outside of Vince Carter, maybe Dr. J. Nobody was better than Kobe when it came to in-game dunking. And then you also have to look at the competition and Kobe's peers during his time. Tracy McGrady, Allen Iverson, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Vince Carter, Steve Nash, Jason Kidd. None of those players had the impact that Kobe Bryant had. I mean, even after the Shaq years, taking the Lakers to 3 more finals and winning 2 of those, going back to back, none of those players, none of his peers did anything close to that. All right? And you want to talk about defense. Kobe Bryant was a 12-time All-NBA defensive team member. The most by any guard by far. I got to say that again for you ignorant people. Kobe Bryant had 12 All-NBA defensive teams. And he had 8 first teams. By far, that's more than Tim Duncan. The great Tim Duncan, that's more first all NBA defensive teams than Tim Duncan had. But you ignorant people don't understand that. Kobe Bean Bryant. If you think Gary Payton was a great defender, Kobe had more all defensive teams than Gary Payton. He had more all defensive teams than Dennis Rodman, Scottie Pippen, first teams more than Tim Duncan and Ben Wallace. So if people are saying that Michael Jordan was such a great defender, Kobe has a similar resume to Jordan as far as defense goes. But I don't want to go into all-time rankings and status. We'll say that for another day. Let's keep on the Laker franchise. Keep focused on the Laker franchise. Kobe Bryant leads the Laker franchise in 17 different categories, compared to a Magic Johnson who only leads the franchise in 5 categories. Come on. Can I cook or what? 5-time champion on 7 trips. And not to mention, one of those Lakers teams in the early 2000s had the best postseason record in NBA history at 15-1 until the Warriors broke the record going 16-1 in the 2016-2017 season. How is Kobe Bryant not the greatest Laker of all time? You tell me. I think Kobe was, in a way, and I hate using this term, blackballed for years on. And we all know why. I'm not going to, but the situation in Colorado, we all know how that changed Kobe Bryant's career for years. And it took a long time for him to recover. But man, I used to enjoy watching Kobe Bryant. There really isn't. There's little to no weakness. Little to no weakness in this man's game. And he's greater than Magic, than Wilt, than Shaq, than Kareem ever will be. The greatest Laker of all time, Kobe Bryant. If you disagree, leave a comment. Make sure you like, share, hit that bell so you know when we dropping more post game. Low post, mid post, high post. This is post game sports. Hold me down, baby.